Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. And Leo, this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for May 18th to 24th. This week we have the Sisterhood of the Rose Oracle card. We have got Ajna behind that. We have the Three of Swords, the Knight of Cups, Justice, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the beautiful Nine of Pentacles. So Leo, yeah, I mean, it's quite a clear situation here. We do have some sense of heartbreak. I think it's around that Knight of Cups. Some kind of modification, some kind of justice coming in to end the stressful situation for you. And then you're going to be moving into your light, shining bright. I think you're going to be on a bit of a solo journey for a while, but it's a journey of building yourself up, building your confidence, building your self-esteem. Definitely not saying that there's not going to be any lovers around, because you are going to be magnetic. So we'll just go to the oracles first. Ajna Chakra, which is your third eye. Now, this is really about the fact that for some of you, your consciousness could be expanding a little bit. The third eye can be our sort of psychic vision center. Some of you might be, having powerful dreams or getting visions, or some of you just might be feeling a little bit more, psychic at this time, might be feeling more intuitive. So definitely follow that. It's quite often after we go through a little bit of a trauma or heartbreak that really does open up for us. So I think really trust that what you might be guided through that this week. And we have Sisterhood of the Rose, which also talks about consciousness. So it's a bit of a double hit of that. So I'm just going to read that one out before we go to the tarots. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. The Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion, of beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. You're being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. Well, that's definitely what the Nine of Pentacles is about as well, evoking quality into your life, self-love, luxury, from even an internal place, reconnecting with the portal of the heart. I really feel that you're going to be going through a period of self-nurture this week. So, yeah, let's start here in the recent past. I am feeling this, guys. Stress and anxiety over the Knight of Cups. So who is your Knight of Cups? The Knight of Cups can be, a current lover or partner, or it could be someone that, you've hoped would be a current partner. Maybe someone that you were hoping would come in for you, or that you maybe started to even liaise with before all this COVID situation. Maybe that's what the stress and tension is about. You may have not been able to get things off the ground, and you'd had really high expectations of the situation. The Knight of Cups could have been that person that you thought was your Romeo, you thought was your knight in shining armor. And for some reason, I am feeling more that this didn't materialize for some of you, but obviously it could be somebody that you have been seeing as well. With the Knight of Cups, high possibility that it is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but doesn't have to be. If not, they maybe just embody those kind of, watery emotional characteristics. But either way, this person at one stage had some kind of emotional offer for you. I think that you did connect in that way, but for some reason I do get the feeling that it didn't get too far in, but obviously that won't be for all of you. But with that Nine of Swords, there is a sense of the over-analyzing, the kind of being up in the head with the mental energy, and it's really not the place we want to be in. We want to be back in the body, back in the portal of the heart, back in the third eye, back being able to access our intuition. So I feel like the situation has really thrown you out of balance, thrown you up into the mind, and we all know that when we're in the mind, it can get the better of us, and we can start attaching to the scripts and stories rather than what is actually true in the situation. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of clear in this reading, guys, so you'll know if this is your reading, because there is a strong sense that an ending needs to happen, that the situation is going to come to a completion. And, the Ten of Swords can be an ending that's a little bit painful, a little bit harsh. There can also be a betrayal. You know, maybe things were getting off the ground with this person and one of you started seeing somebody else, called it off for whatever reason. There has been an element of hurt here with the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is also quite a final ending, so I do feel that you will be moving on from this person and that you will be spending a period of time single after this as well. Now, the Justice energy comes in when there needs to be that modification. So I kind of feel that this was not supposed to get off the ground, because if it did, it would have put these karmic scales out of balance, right? So it's kind of like there's a sense of universal direction stepping in to kind of halt the situation. You know, there are levels to it. If there's someone that you've been in a partnership with for some time, there could be an element of legal proceedings or divorce, separation as well. But I'm really feeling a shorter term situation here. But, you know, there's a strong sense of victory with the Justice card. It's saying that things are playing out as they're meant to bring those karmic scales back into balance, to keep things even. Yeah, there might be some hurt at the moment, but this is all happening because there's something far greater coming in for you. So sometimes, you know, we have to go through those hurts in order to get to where we're really supposed to be. There's definitely hurt here. You know, obviously there's levels to both of them. The Three of Swords can be deep hurts. It can be, you know, sorrow, sadness, the disappointment, you know, those expectations that weren't met, those beautiful words and you know, those moments of romance that you might have had, but then was taken away from you. I'm really feeling that as well, that it was a bit short-lived and it had such promise and maybe a lot of chemistry and passion, but something just wasn't quite right about it. And I feel like you have been left heartbroken. But what we have to remember is that when our heart is exposed to, you know, those wounds, those elements, that is actually the first step of the healing process. And the first step of the healing process is also the first step of the new beginning. And, you know, I felt like this situation clouded your vision for a while. So you're really being called to come back to your body, to come back to your internal wisdom, the portal of the heart, the third eye, your intuition, to get grounded again. I really feel this situation really destabilized you for a while. And now you're really being called to come back into, you know, your element and to be able to shine again. And that's what we have in your near future here with the Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit. Yes, I did pull a clarifier for that and I got the Hermit. So you are going to emerge as the butterfly from this situation, Leo, well and truly, but I feel like it's going to be after a period of healing and introspection. You know, the Hermit can be retreating for you know, a while, 9 weeks, 9 months generally. We've got double nines here. This is really about going within in order to reflect, to, you know, seek answers, to see the hindsight, to connect the dots. And I know right now you might not be able to see a path out. You might not be able to ever imagine yourself with someone else. You might not be able to see beyond this week. But the more you seek the answers, the more you go inside and heal, and that's when the path forward starts to illuminate. Because in the Hermit's lantern, he has the star energy. And we know that the star follows on from the Tower in the Major Arcana as the healing, as the rebirth, as the renewal, as the reconnection to divine guidance. So this may have been a bit of a Tower moment for you, but that star energy is there to guide you out of it. Yes, it's only flickering at the moment, but the more you know, reflect on the situation, and that burns, you know, brighter in that lantern, little by little, the pathway out starts to illuminate. So that will happen. It just takes time. Good things take time. Healing takes time. And it's worth taking your time with it, Leo, because you are going to emerge as the butterfly that is the Nine of Pentacles here. Bam, look at this person. Attractive, magnetic, successful, with boundaries. The person in the Nine of Pentacles, or you as the Nine of Pentacles energy, has, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Is seeking quality, not quantity. They absolutely are filtering out what they don't want to attract into their life anymore, because this person knows that by only, seeking what they're aligned with, they are just, creating more abundance both internally and externally, continually grounding themselves, becoming more magnetic. This person doesn't accept in anything that isn't in full alignment with them. That's really what I'm feeling for this. You'll also notice that both of these characters are solo characters, so it does indicate to me that there will be a period of time where I think you're going to be single, you're going to be working on yourself, but at some point people are going to start noticing you, and you are going to be able to have your pick, because you're going to be shining bright in your full illumination, and you're going to be more attractive than ever. This person made you stressed, and now you're really emerging as this person who's just like, got it going on in all areas. So it's a really beautiful energy. That little snail down here, he's just a little indicator that good things take time, and we just need to enjoy this period of solitude, enjoy this period of spiritual healing. Read the beautiful self-help books, have early nights, do all those things. When COVID's over, go and get your hair done, get your nails done, all those things that make you feel brilliant. And over time, your energy is going to start transitioning, and that's when you start magnetizing to what you truly deserve, and that's when the abundance starts to build, Leo. I love it. So there really is that, merging as the butterfly after this time. Just keep in mind that when we have these periods in our life, the Towers, the Ten of Swords endings, they do happen for a reason, because they're moving you closer to the people, situations, and things that really should be in your life. Let's close out with a couple of keywords. Let's see what we've got here. It's like one or two, they're stuck together. Whoa, perfect. Even more perfect. Acceptance. Leo, we have to accept what is unfolding in our life at the time and flow with it and let go and release and surrender, because when we hold on, we stay in this kind of energy here. We need to accept that everything's perfect and is unfolding in divine timing, and that it is leading us to somewhere greater where there is peace, love, joy, and harmony. No more heartbreak, although we will have more heartbreak in our life, because life is cyclical and endings do happen. But each time we start again, we get a little bit closer to our best life and to what we're truly seeking. Okay, that feels complete, Leo. I'm going to leave it there. I love this reading for you. I really do wish you all the best this week. Do keep in mind it's a general reading. It's also quite specific, so it won't be for everyone this time round. Leave me a comment. I'll read them all. Love to hear how it's playing out in your daily life. And I'll be right back here with you, same time, same place next week for another reading.